Attorney General Bill Barr blasted President Trump's tweets on the Roger Stone case, saying it is, quote, impossible for me to do my job in an exclusive interview with ABC News.
I'm not going to be bullied or influenced by anybody. I cannot do my job here at the department with a constant background commentary that undercuts me.
And Mr. Trump had tweeted that his longtime advisor, Roger Stone, was treated, quote, horribly. Just before, the DOJ intervened and reduced his sentence. Well, Stone got 7 to 9 years for lying to federal prosecutors. The Justice Department said that was too harsh, and that prompted 4 federal prosecutors to quit. And we bring in political insider Armstrong Williams to discuss this and more. Good to see you, Armstrong.
Good morning.
Busy week in politics. Stunning remarks there from the Attorney General, who up till now has been closely aligned with the president. What do you make of Barr's comments?
Frustration, disappointment. Obviously, there's a credibility crisis at the Department of Justice. They didn't know whether he was in the tank for the president, whether they were communicating, and he didn't want to communicate it to the president. So I'm sure he organized this sit down to say, you know what, I just wish you would stop tweeting so we can do our jobs. No, you've not asked me to do anything criminally. You haven't asked me to do anything that's unethical or illegal. In fact, I don't even talk to you about these cases. But could you just calm down and let us do our job? Because it seems to be going in your favor if you just leave well enough alone. That's what he was saying.
And Bill Barr has said that he never discussed the Stone case with the president. I don't know whether you buy that or not.
Oh, yeah, I buy it. But the deeper issue here is that Trump is frustrated. He feels Comey should be in jail. McCabe should be deeply investigated. Trump is not interested in the people that the Justice Department has already charged. He's more interested in those that have not been charged, which he feels deemed that should be charged. And the Attorney General cannot go around making decisions about what the length of the sentencing is for someone who's associated with Trump, whether it's Manafort, whether it's Roger Stone. You just can't do that. Now, if the president said, I want you to investigate this wiretapping of this possible terrorism, that's a different thing because the president doesn't have personal interest there. The president just doesn't always exercise good judgment. He doesn't.
Well, the president likes to tweet, and Barr's not the only one who says the president should cut down on his tweeting. Some other Republicans, Mitch McConnell for one, he also agrees and says the president should really curtail his tweeting.
The good news is that Stephanie Grisham issued a statement last night saying that the president had full confidence in Mr. Barr. They went out of their way to praise him. So obviously the fact that the president did not come out this later after what the Attorney General said and try to bully him and intimidate him for saying it shows that maybe he is stepping back to just allow them to do their job and not create this chaotic environment. Chaotic. I mean, from Mueller to impeachment to acquittal, the president just doesn't give his staff or himself any time to rest or to recuperate. All they do is manage chaos. That's what they do.
All right, let's talk about the Democrats. Speaking of chaos, 2 contests now in the books, and it looks like Bernie Sanders is leading the pack right now, but it still is a very fluid Democratic race. What do you make of it?
Well, Mike Bloomberg's calculation, Melanie, is spot on. He felt that Bernie Sanders would ascend. He would lead in the delegate count, that Joe Biden would burn out. He knows the country is not ready for socialism, and so he played his cards right. He would not engage in the early primaries. Remember, Hillary Clinton lost the first 8 out of 9 primaries, but she stomped in Super Tuesday. That's what Bloomberg has been saving himself for. He knows that Buttigieg is not going to do well in the Deep South, in these conservative states, may not do well in Nevada. He's spending all this money, and he's buying social influencers to tout about him, to write about him, to say all these things about him. The fact that he can pay them, I don't know whether people see that as unethical or not, but he's a strategist. He's very good at it. And this is far from over. And Joe Biden is desperate to win South Carolina. And it's a dead heat right now. I'm not going to say Joe Biden is dead because they tried to say Hillary Clinton was dead when she lost the 8 out of 9. Anything can change in Democratic politics.
Okay.
But Klobuchar,
she seems to be on the move up.
She was very good in that Manchester debate. She was very good. Compared to State Elizabeth Warren, she was very intellectual. She was not so far to the left. And I think that many of the radicals in the Democratic Party prefer Bernie Sanders over Elizabeth Warren.
Yeah, and when you're talking about more of a moderate position, Amy Klobuchar fits
no
that.
question. She's doing very well.
All right, thank you, Armstrong. Good to talk to you this week. And you can watch the Armstrong Williams Show. It airs every Saturday morning at 10:30 on WJLA 24/7 News. We'll be right back.